So you might think, we have a project, why aren't we doing that? Well, this guy right behind the camera, yes, exactly that guy, thought I want to have a driving simulator. Well, we have
No, I thought, let's have a new shed. So we sold the old one, have everything laid around the house and also in there, so we can't work.
Exactly. And that is the only reason, he didn't want a racing sim, so we're just building one for the sake of building one. Not because he wanted one or because...
We have already built one, we want to show it to you guys.
Exactly. And then we're going to sell it to someone else because he doesn't need it. Right?
I'm the cameraman.
So I will make like smaller sketch of how I imagined it. It would just be like your drivings. That seems about right.
The supports.
Up front we're going to make like crossings over here. Like up the front row would be like that. In the way of the two bars, I think we're going to make like crosses because we don't have as thick wood you had.
But also so that it doesn't like bounce down or break.
Like
we need those.
We're gonna do like one over here, like also from up there down there. On the right side is also the the moving thing. You're going to be surprised about that. How we achieved that. I came up with the idea, which is like funny because after we took Danny's car apart, like the pole had a very like similar mechanism. And Danny's car is the same thing, but you pull the lever like to put it out again, like move it up and down. But it was like it's made out of metal, and the holes were like this size, and this is going to be this big of a chunker. So if you wanna build that, what do you need? You need a wheel,
Wood. Oh.
true, a wheel, a seat, some pedals. The shifter, you don't need that, but I suppose you would because it's way better.
Yes.
And this mechanism only when you want other people to drive it. Lamps and stuff. Yeah, let's get this stuff.
Sometimes you need to help an idiot to not look like idiots.
So, we got the chair, and we got the steering wheel, which I got for my birthday.
Wasn't it Christmas?
Nah,
Wasn't it Easter?
not yet.
Wasn't it St. Christus?
Okay.
Oh.
So, I bought this. Actually, my dad bought this. But I paid. I got two chairs. Same kind. One is a bit better. This one is more racy because I like the side stuff. So I choose that. The PU's shortly going off. It's going to make a mess around your place. He knows about that. I gave him my old chair because PU also was going off, like the PU leather. And yeah, just going to put like a car seat cover over it. This is my solution to this problem, and yeah, it was fairly cheap. Yeah, that's it. Measure me. From there
Let's look.
to there.
The measurements need to be precise. The number at the end is 135.
Wasn't yours like 2 meters long?
Yes.
I think we should go to 140.
From the point where we are actually going to sit, this is somewhere around 30, and where you're actually sitting is 41.
I think we should like measure the wheel. So
You have good arm strength, so you will be able to hold it. Don't worry. Oh, on your knees? Okay. Is that the right position? Or do you say maybe a little bit up, maybe a little bit down?
I think like this is pretty good.
Okay.
let's see. You don't have it straight. So let's like this. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's. It doesn't focus.
I don't care. Tell me the number.
Yeah. So it's about roughly like. it's 69.
Every 70.
That's a funny number.
Yeah.
Okay. So if that is there, that is there. 44, 43. Like
Okay.
more like 44.
Yeah, this is the width of the wheel. That can we do later. This can you do with Pythagoras. Yeah, and then it's not just us spamming some wood.
Poor Wood. He didn't know what hit him.
So, where do we start, dog?
Hi, Peter Griffin.
Okay, 140. You know, this ain't gonna be a job where we're gonna be proud of.
I know, because we are already using this great wood.
We can just add more wood. But like, with my cutting skills, I don't know if this would even work.
Let's see the damage. This one is,
Not as good.
yeah.
You don't know what we didn't measure yet? The width. But I think the width should be about like the width of
The chair,
no, actually,
a little bit thicker.
the pedal. Chair doesn't matter, the pedal. 31 is the highest number. Yeah, 31. On front view. If you couldn't have guessed it. 35. Give it a little bit of a wiggle.
I mean, those side panels still need to go up, and those have also a thick side.
So 35, I suppose. This feels pretty small.
I mean, I already increased by a bit.
But I guess when you look at it, it do make sense.
It do be making sense. Okay.
It looks tiny, but it still adds up.
Maybe because your wood is just that thin.
Yeah. Yeah, that is enough.
Enough. Wow. You know.
You know, when you work for somebody else, you're just like, you want to make it good. When you're working for yourself, you want to make it good enough.
Look at that pre-drilling action. Amazing.
Amazing.
Totally amazing, man. And you see, I can't talk in front of a camera, or at least behind.
Yeah, because in this language no one will make fun of you.
Yeah. I mean, it's still I at least enjoy this language more.
So now we gotta make it square and add the other screws.
It's looking pretty rectangular to me, man.
I think we will continue with the seat and then go last to the steering wheel.
Understandable.
Have a great day. A great day because he's going home. Okay, I assume we use these as mounting points for the thing.
Okay, sure, boss. Whatever you say.
You know how lazy I am?
No, how lazy?
I can show you. First, what is the middle of the wood? It's 9.5 divided 9.3 divided by 2 is
It's primary.
Something like 48 or so.
It's prime number. That's what I meant to say. Not primary, prime.
So when you got 2 dots, just gonna draw a line.
That's why I won't move. Because we have already seen how many lines you can draw in one day.
But I wanna know
And
if I messed up.
at one point you are going to cross the line, and at that point we are just going to give up.
We're gonna measure like each side and see if we're about the middle. Do I middle first? To that hole, it's about 9.4. Dang, that's about 10. You know what could help? 35 divided by 2 is?
He's being a moron.
Yeah, come on, answer my question.
22.5.
22.5? 22.5? I wasn't thinking.
I wonder how long it would take you to catch on.
I draw the line. Okay, good. What is it now?
Well, 15 is for 30, and then another 2.5 on it, so it would be 17.5.
22.5.
You really didn't catch on the.
Not at all. Oh yeah, we can just go like center to center is
17.5.
15?
15.5.
15. No, it's 15.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
15,
like
yeah.
this hole is.
Yeah. 15. What's the middle of 15?
You really?
7.5. I don't know. Should I explain what I'm doing?
I mean, yeah, sure, guess.
You know, I was holding it at like 7.5, so can make one line at 15. So this is going where we're going to drill holes.
I mean,
Put your hand here.
put. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's enough.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it wasn't.
I thought, yeah.
If you would be smart, you would be grinding it now instead of like afterwards.
Yeah.
Like I feel on the spot. But we're going to grind afterwards because I want to grind alone without him. We might need some long screws. Is it even in focus?
It is somewhat.
You know how we're going to mark these holes?
With a plier?
Am I a marquee? Oh, that was a bad joke.
I mean, I was going for the Markiplier joke, but didn't. Very nice.
Hold it. I know we were missing a tool. We haven't dropped the part yet, right? I feel weird.
Yeah, my hands were cold. Why are you asking?
My hand's also cold. There's so much in common.
We're both outside, there's wind, the hands are freezing.
I'm thinking about doing it like this.
Outside, yeah.
Outside.
Outside.
This is going ahead so much faster than with yours because at yours we try to be precise.
And procrastinated a lot.
Even called Jacob. Wonder what he's doing now. Hey Jacob!
That's where it all started. Give me a little second before I'm actually there, you know. I need to prepare myself mentally and physically.
Let's drill the holes. 4, 6, okay. This is not how you use them, but I like to use them like that. I should have made 4 of these.
Yes.
Put your hand there. Gonna just drill through all 4 of those in one.
Yeah, it's really looking straight, don't worry.
Now we're going to make up a pattern. I would say like every maybe 8 centimeters. Like 8, 16, 24.
Yeah, sure.
I think this is better. Well, we gotta screw them on now. I remember doing this a lot.
Nah. You just it's just deja vu. It's not nothing in particular.
I was just never going to talk about it.
What, talk about what? Nothing happened.
I still have the footage of it.
What footage?
Now it will fit better. Like a glove. You know why I'm not fitting? Because all of them are oval.
Oh, I wonder why they are oval. Maybe because someone. Nah, didn't happen.
Maybe because of some pressure.
Yeah, like someone hammering it. Exactly that.
Could be wrong.
It could be that.
Making the ground again. Making the ground again. I'm still amazed that this actually works.
You know, you really look like a blacksmith if you would look like what you are doing, but.
If it would be a rubber hammer.
But you don't look like you know what you are doing, so.
I know what I'm doing. It was oval, so I hammered on the oval. And
Yeah.
And, now,
I never said.
and now it fits.
I never said you don't know what you're doing. It just you don't look like you know what you're
Yeah,
doing.
if I would be looking like I know what I'm doing, I would be using that hammer with all the rubber part on an anvil.
Exactly.
Okay, we didn't break that, we only break that. That means this drill for pre-drilling is small for those. We should really do a new version. New version was so much better.
You would have thought, you would have thunken that the second build that the second build would be much better because we would have learned from the first build.
I learned from the first, but I learned being precise doesn't change shit.
How long has he been ringing for? Like seriously. I know it's 6 p.m. but it doesn't mean that he needs to ring for 6 hours straight.
So, what is your bet that it will break again?
Pizza delivery. That's my bet.
Now we'll let it sit to the other side. That is on there. Shall we do 3?
Why not?
I don't know. Waste of screws? I only brought 2 with me, so let's do that later. Then we have it aligned. Simple as that.
Are you that weak?
No, I need to be like larger. I need to be like your guys. But don't look at the execution.
What's button?
Pizza time. He is having a monologue, but I didn't listen, so I don't know what he's talking about. I feel my heart crack.
I feel.
Now he doesn't know what to say because that's the thing he always says.
No. I was going to say, like, I feel dejected. I feel like you just don't want me back.
Well, then he will be right.
Damn, son.
Okay, good. Now we gotta measure. Already that one attached to this side, but there's also going to be another one to like push them through. So we gotta measure like this one now. So we wanna go 30. So let's just be like, okay, good, this is 9, we call it 9. About 9. 9 minus 30 equals
Why are you
21.
poking me with a stick?
21. Then we measure here, how high are we here already? 3.5. 21 minus 3.5. Are you an Ethan or can you do that?
80. 70.
Wait. We're gonna screw to the side here, right?
If you want to, if that is what you desire, then sure.
Yeah, then forget that calculation. Just go with 21. We stepped under or this is 30. Good. Nobody likes you.
I don't know why you're giving it to me, so why?
Roll it. Okay, 21.
I feel sad for you. I pity you.
Why?
Because you have to put up with me when I'm hungry and you don't have any Snickers.
I have Duplo. How much did we increase the precision now by using that saw?
Tenfold, but also in comparison to what a real precise thing would be like.
0.3 out of 10?
Yeah.
Normally we measure by atoms. So if you're going to order one of this beautiful chairs, you're gonna have it exact to the atom. Not like atom, like Adam Sandler.
You were really confused me. You first started to talk in singular, then you started to talk about chairs, this is a multiple, and you started to talk about atoms. And I only know one Adam Sandler, which made a good Pixar's movie.
And with this thing, like top and bottom, this should be 30. Could you please take the measuring device and measure top to bottom?
32.
Yeah, because of that wood in the middle, but okay, I guess so. Why does everything still feel so wrong?
Because it's your wood and not my wood. If it would have been just my wood, then it would have been easier.
I would love to hear our like racing on the Nürburgring and be like, quit, my thing broke.
That would definitely happen. We should record out every video we do with this thing.
You heard nothing. Just start to talk
I just heard your fingers snapping. Right? Those were your fingers, right? Or was it the wood maybe?
What? I can't hear you over wood cracking. How did that happen?
Yeah, just force it in there.
You know, tension makes everything better.
Exactly. It just makes things more sturdy for catching someone's ass. For when they fall. Because everything breaks. You shouldn't. Nah. Just left.
No! When did this fall over? It was several minutes ago, I suppose. Like, when did this happen?
JJD News, right here, with some information about him licking that.
It tastes like beer!
Yeah, so, context. This guy spilled his own beer 70 minutes ago, feels like 70 minutes ago, which...
I was like... Someone was like... It's about recreation.
Yeah, so he took the paper that made that fall over,
He didn't realize it, put the paper back in exactly the same spots, didn't realize it, and then
I think the cameraman whose only job it is to, you know, catch the important stuff, you know, like something like running out of precious beer, precious alcohol. How should I be able to withstand your stupidness anymore without
Why my
alcohol?
stupidness? I'm just JJD News. But I wish the cameraman would have noticed it. I just keep filming it and waited until the other person recognized it. Well, this has been JJD News talking about the stupidity of some other guy that low level battery. Oh, your battery is low. So think about that for a second. This was JJD News. Back to you, Jim.
Anywho, Z, you know, this tastes like disappointment and also beer.
Well, I mean, they both are unanimous, so. You have now made them flush with the ground instead of flush with this.
Yeah.
Which would mean that the chair is like these few centimeters lower than you were expecting with where your feet are going to be. It's just a decidement. I mean, it's only a few centimeters, so it's not like a real big deal, you know? It's not a real big deal.
A real good driver can compromise around that. So I will change it.
You know, I really am confused about how you can cut a straight line when it's diagonal to the blade. Can you elaborate on how?
The wonders in the world. Is it possible to make it perfect align with it? It's actually impossible for any tool in the world to make a perfect cut. Because perfect would mean by atoms. Which you will get if you buy our racing simulator.
On sale now for $399.99.
No, it's by atoms. Like, the atom standard is like for about 2.5 billion. You know, we gotta really measure it. It could take a year to measure one cut. So, but like the normal thing, yeah, about 30 bucks.
Daniel's home version, that's about 2.
Your version is like 200, mine is like 10 for the liver. That's it.
Jump! Don't you dare.
I jumped. But yeah, let's find out if the shares. You see the problem? You see the problem?
I can't seem to find.
This is flush. This thing is supposed to go on this side.
Oh yeah. That's what you mean. Oh, you put these on the outside as well, you dinkus. Now I understand.
We need to cut them off.
Yeah, you just put one on top here.
True.
I ain't forgetting stuff, don't worry. Exactly.
So, where do we want this to have? Like right here?
Looks good to me, boss.
Which is 5 centimeters.
I'm not talking about witches. Who's talking about witches?
I mean, haven't you watched Wonder Vision?
She's not a witch.
Well, maybe she is.
You know who's a witch? Someone who's being a bitch. That's why they sound so similar.
Weren't you bitchy like all the time?
Only on Saturdays.
Which we have. I mean, how can I prove that we have Saturday? I mean, we listen to Elton John's song Saturday Night is Alright for Fighting. Well, I guess we have Saturday, and we haven't fought yet. But if we would start a fight, it would be proof that it's Saturday. You know what I mean?
I'm an asshole.
Funny thing, they fit now.
Thank you very much. And you know who's hungry? You, because you always say you are hungry. So I would say you're...
You would have said like maybe like argue and we should have done it sooner.
Yeah, I wonder who would have said so. To say, oh, let's do it sooner. You know? I wonder who that smart person would be. Wouldn't you want to know too? It's just like last time where I said, let's do it early. Let's do it before school even starts.
You know what I give about you? Ain't shit. Because it was far too.
So you are saying I'm just a bunch of air? Flying through the winds?
Hot air to be exact.
Well,
You know, I will make half. Nobody ever heard that.
is it raining outside?
No, it ain't. Why?
I thought I heard some raindrops, but I guess it was just some more crackling from the wood.
No crackling. Because I pre-drill. That's the magic of pre-drilling. I think I'm actually a bit too low.
Maybe, like I said, raise them up. But that's just my opinion, you know?
You measured my seat, right?
Yes.
Because that ain't it.
Yeah, maybe because you put them on the sides instead of on top.
True.
Like I said before.
Oh yeah, right.
And you put these as at floor level instead of at this level.
Yeah, we need exactly one more. Could you get the pedals?
It's kind of dark in here. I wonder if I can find them. But how would I find them? I don't know how to find them. Huh. This is kind of a bummer. How do I find something in the dark that is findable in the dark? Ooh, lights. Check it out. Bye-bye.
You know what?
I see some blue film.
I'm actually sitting slanted, like the left side is lower than the right side.
I wonder why.
Because of our precision. Left side is a bit lower, right?
Or it could be just your waist.
We're gonna increase this by the height of that.
Maybe to increase it by the height of that, you can maybe just unscrew these, put them at the same height as this, and then screw them back on. Amazing engineering. I really would like to bond.
Go ahead. I don't even mind anymore. And when we disassemble it, we can also like drill, attach them to that. So that's a pretty smart move right now. We need Quinten to make this even on both sides.
About 4.5. About other way. About 6. So. Behind it's still 6, but this is 5.
5.5?
5.
Yeah.
5.25.
And good.
And now in the back.
No. You can just measure it and then draw lines. You like.
I will only put a line in front because it could still be like a different angle.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later. See you.
So advanced!
So we just ate, and no, I want to do something. That was a bummer. Quinten, explain what happened to you. Go step back. Yeah, now explain.
I don't like onion.
He doesn't like any vegetables.
I like broccoli, cauliflower.
Broccoli? Broccoli is the worst one.
But they look like a tree. Anyway, see, so I don't like onion. And you know what I got in my pizza?
Onion and corn.
Just one corn though. Literally just one corn.
Yeah, and one who dropped over from mine properly.
But I got onion. Fucking onion. Everywhere.
You know what you gotta do from onion? You know, we're not that far away from succeeding.
Yeah, only 50% is left.
No, way more.
Oh golly gunders. Look at that.
Yeah, hold when it's level. Okay, we switch. I need a first wood aid. You know what a first aid for wood is? More screws.
Ooh.
You should also pre-sync all the sounds. Just to point that out. You can either learn it the hard way or just ignore it.
I think I'm just going to ignore it.
Of course.
Because why would I learn something from you? If someone professional would say that to me, then I would keep it in mind. But nah, with you, nah. Yeah, and that's why this is so even.
You know why this is even? Because when you...
Perfect.
Done right is, in a nutshell, just us two bickering to each other because the project isn't working, and we just do dumb shit to compensate for our idiocy, which includes our idiocy for a compensation.
17-1? 17-2?
Ooh, someone is cracking the wood. Who could be cracking the wood again? Whoa.
People on the internet, if you're going to build a tree, please pre-sync every hole or use wood which ain't gonna splinter.
Ooh, it sounds kind of nice. Like when it's winter and you have a fire going on. Like,
Would have seen that coming. When we're not trying to be good, we're perfect. How do we do that?
with science.
Science, bitch!
You know, it's a very simple math. If an idiot tries to use his brain, only idiot stuff comes out. But if he isn't using his brain, no idiocy occurs, thus making him smart. You know? So just completely destroy your brain, don't think of anything, and we'll work out.
I wonder where that skill came from, man. You know what we should do? Cut down one of these sides to have like more room to slide upon.
And quick question, why did you do that? Just curiosity.
You know, before it was rubbing against this, and now it isn't.
Ah, nice.
1.35?
1.5. Ooh, smack.
1.45.
1.45. Ooh, nicely done in the wrong one. Oh, seriously, nicely done in the wrong one.
Guess I weren't thinking. 1.4.
1.35.
Stop early on that one. Yeah, the holes are adding up quite nicely. So in round 44 we gotta get 70 high. Right here we need to be 70 high. I think this is one of the smaller pieces of wood, right?
I don't know.
And this will be the support, at least on this side, which will be 70 high. I need a square. Can you make a square with 3 lines? Nah, it doesn't count.
It's a square, I mean.
Dude, that's new. Can you make a square with 3 lines? And not, I will show you. Should I show you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Where's my line? There's my line. Should we get the steering wheel, make the plate for the steering wheel so we can hold it somewhere and position it? Give me a second. I will get the steering wheel.
He will get a steering wheel.
So now we need a plate to put under. I think that is a story time.
Nah,
Do you remember that one?
that ain't a story.
That is a failure.
Yeah, maybe you can just scratch it off. Oh, that's already ripped. You are the worst human being in existence, you know that, right?
So how wide do we want this? Was 35 wide. Guess that works. Could you hold it? Hold it like right here. Why did you let it go?
I didn't, it slid. Because I loosened my grip. Heave ho, heave ho, heave ho.
I know what will help.
Okay. Wait,
Yo.
did you seriously just put them flush?
Yeah, like this has to be like higher than that.
This has to be on the side, this has to be below.
Yeah. So this one needs to be cut again right about here.
Yeah. And you are going to do that not with me in
Tomorrow.
mind.
Well, guess my technique didn't work. But that is a worry for future Daniel. And I'm not future Daniel. Let's transfer this guy to another. Is that the right angle at the bottom? It actually seems to add up quite enough. You know what? When I press down on it, it works. Yeah, it has to be around there. You know, this doesn't have to be so exact. You know, that never backfired on me. Fix that by adding more screws. This is fine. Put a level on it. Oh, it's way too high on here. Like when I pull it down a little, it will work. This is exactly what I'm going to do with a little triangle. So maybe around here or so. One thing I just saw is that that cable is like snug against that. Yeah, now it is perfect. So I just worked with Quinten, like what his measurements were. I said higher, and I also have the steering wheel higher, but this is like 5.5 centimeters. This is a lot more centimeters, like 12. Yeah. 142, 140, okay, that's negligible. 70, 44, I mean, just adjusted to about 40, yeah. Yeah, the side wheel, you know. It's a feature. To resort the wiggle, I either could do cross bracing now or just screw that little piece of shit in. Like, the coolest thing would have been if that would have been cut here like that, that would have been just like folded down. That is cut, and if you imagine it without the stuff on it, looks cool. Take it. That's good. Shifter position. That feels natural. This height over there. I've put it on the ground where I want, so now I can measure stuff. Somewhat of a 17. Don't worry, that's just for mock-up. So, yeah, I guess it feels alright. I'll just use this. Put 245 degrees on it. Solid. Feels good. Just gonna grind all of that shit down. Maybe at a bowl, and we'll see you when it's finished and in my room. Well, thanks to video editing, what for me was a few months, actually is for you just one cut. So, we got Racing Sim hooked up, my TV, my speakers, everything else, my couch, my PC. While this is loading, gonna explain it to you, like quick overview what I did afterwards. I obviously grinded everything down so it's easy to touch. Cable ties, here a bit of a stress relief for the cable, also routed a bit, you know, made everything nice and slick. I'm not sure if I added those posts in the video to get the pedals a bit closer to me. Yeah, like after I drilled the first holes, I was like, you know, I could have put it under there to make it look a bit nicer, but okay. Problems? You know, I also forgot the stuff like to put in there, so I just used some. Yeah, I don't know how to call them. But hey, so when I'm sitting in here, the only thing I notice is that the simulator itself doesn't have any weight, so with that kind of leverage I have over this whole support beam, I can get it off the ground, but it's not really bothering during racing. And now when I'm sitting here, I can be like this guy or this guy. So yeah, everything sturdy, supportive. And now you're gonna see Quinten explaining why his is so much better, especially because of the wood. But remember, his simulator is not grinded down and costed way more. Actually, both of them didn't cost anything, but hey, then you gotta see us in a cool, nice montage racing.
Okay, so don't mind the mess, don't mind me. This is Daniel's chair. It isn't as nice as the one he has now. I mean, mine is still kind of good. Oh, his, yeah. Which is now mine. We use a little bit thicker wood everywhere, and mine at least has some good holders. They look like pistons, but yeah. Almost, yeah. Wheels, so I can move it, because his might be lightweight, but this one is a hefty one, for sure. Cable management, not my thing, don't care about it, as you can see. But yeah, this is pretty nicely. We have or at least I have a bigger backboard for the cables to fall over so that they won't get to my feet. But everything else, yeah, mine is not attached to this, but instead goes up from the bottom. Nice and sturdy. Or move. This one can technically move upwards. They aren't attached to those things, but who cares? It's not like I'm going to brace myself for a crash or anything, so it's just going to be this. But yeah, mine's is superior. Doesn't have a cup holder or anything, but yeah. See you in the montage. Oh yeah, and I use a VR headset.